Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to talk about the different views in Power BI. So Power BI provides various views to facilitate different aspects of the data preparation, like modeling and visualization. Each view is tailored to a specific stage in the data analysis process, ensuring that the users can effectively manage their data and create some insightful reports. Some of the views in Power BI are, so if we move to the first view, it's the report view. The report view is where users can design and create the interactive reports and dashboard. It allows the users to add these visualizations, arrange them on the canvas, and customize their appearance. Some of the key features of the report view are the visualization pane, where it contains a wide range of visualizations. So, for example, whenever you have to make any kind of chart, that would be present in this visualization pane. Then we have the fields pane, which would be used to display the tables, columns, measures. Then we have the filter pane, which would be used to manage and control these filters. And based on these filters, the visualization will change. Then we have the formatting option. So basically, it provides some tools to customize the charts and any kind of graphs that you are creating over there. The next view is the data view. So the data view is used for viewing and managing the underlying data of Power BI reports. It provides a tabular view of the data, allowing the users to inspect and clean the data. So whenever you have to look at the tabular view, you will go in the data. Some of the key features of it is the table and column management, where the users can add new columns and rename those existing ones. And if you have to remove those columns also, you can remove these columns from there. Then we have the data profiling option over there, which would be used to do some data profiling, data distribution, detecting anomalies, and identifying any missing values and other things, or maybe adding some columns. If we talk about the adding the columns, so we have this calculated columns option. So there we can use some DAX functions to create some new calculated columns also. Then the next one is the model view. So model view is where users can define and manage the relationship between the different tables. So whenever you are having multiple data sets, there you can define the kind of a relationship and what is the cardinality, what is the cross filter direction, how are these tables connected to each other, all can be done in the model view. Some of the key features are the diagram view, which would provide a visual representation of how these tables are connected with one another. Then we have the relationship management, where you can define the relationship, you can manage those relationships, and also we have this table properties where we can set the table properties for different columns and tables. So let's go to the Power BI screen and see where are these view. So the first view is the report view. So report view can be found over here. Then we have this table view or data view, which is over here. Then we have this model view, and the next one is this text view. Let's talk about them one by one. So let's say if I have to create any visualization, so I'll be going in this report view. Now, as we are in this report view, it is telling you to build your visual with the data. So on the right hand side, we have this data, and with whatever database you will be working would be shown over here on the right hand side, all the tables related to it. So let's say I have to create a table in which I have to show the sales for multiple regions. So in this, I also have this visualizations. So here I can easily click on any visual. Then this visual will appear over here. Again, if I click on this visual, you can see that I'm having multiple options. So let's say if you want to input any kind of data to populate on this visual, I'm having this option over here where I can put the data. And where will I get the data from? I will get the data from these tables. So I'll go in this, let's say orders table, and I want to see the category wise distribution of sales. So I can click on category. I can click on sales. So you can see now category has appeared over here in the legend and the sales has appeared over here in the values. How would you do this? We will be looking at it in the more depth in the upcoming session, how to create the pie chart. But this is basically the report view. The report view would be used to create the reports based on the visuals. Now, if I go to another page, which is page one, here I have created few visuals. So you can see I'm trying to create some kind of report over here by combining multiple visuals. So this is known as the report view, where you can basically interact with your data and create some visuals over there. You can use the filters option over here. So you also have this filters option, and you have the page formatting options as well. So let's say if you want to format your visuals, you want to format your reports, all can be found over here. The next view is the table view. So in the table view, I can see the data. I can see the rows and I can see what kind of data is present inside those rows. All the data that are on the right hand side, all the tables basically. Now let's say I want to see any other table. For example, sample sales table, I can click on it and it will show me what are the columns present inside it. And inside those columns also, what is the kind of data over here. So I can easily delete these columns. I have this delete option here, rename option over here. If I want to hide it in the report view, let's say if you are having too many columns over here, and when you go to the report view, it is confusing for you to work on those, and those are not needed. One thing you can do is either you can delete it, and if you don't want to delete it, you can hide it in the report view as well. So you have got this option of hide in the report view. And let's say if you have hided too many views over here, we also have this option of unhiding. Here, we also have the option of creating some new columns, new tables, and new measures with the help of DEX functions. So we have already looked at the DEX functions. So all these options I can get over here. Then the next is the model view. This model view would be used to create and define a relationship between any two data sets. So over here, let's say that I want to create this relationship between the date table and the sample sales table. So I can easily do it. First, I need to find what is the common column between them. And once I find the common column, I can easily drag and drop it on the top of it. And it would define the relationship for me. Now, again, while it is defining a relationship, you have to select the cardinality and also you have to select this cross filter direction. So this is how you would be using this model view to define the relationship. And also, if you want to manage the relationship, you have got this manage relationships option over here. Here you can easily manage the relationships as well. The new view which has been added to this update is the DEX view. So the DEX query view has been added over here. This is something new that they have added. So all the DEX queries that you make, you can easily make it in this view. You can use this option of new queries where you will be writing these queries and you will be using this run option and it will be showing you the output of that DEX query. Again, this has got some option of formatting the query, comment query, uncomment the query. Also, you have this Copilot option, which is right now in the preview. As soon as you sign up in the Power BI account or maybe the Microsoft account, you can say. So it would give you the option to use the Copilot function as well, where it would help you to create some text functions. So these are the three important views: the report view, the table view, and the model view. And the recently newly added view is the DEX query view. So you can move around this and you can practice along. Also, we have used this model view to create some relationships. You have used this table view when we were working with the text functions. And in the upcoming sessions, we'll be using the report views to create the visualizations and reports. This was all for this session. Thank you.